Off the Cuff is supported by Patreon. Join today and become an honorary producer and get in-show credit on every episode. Everybody, and welcome to the Season 8 season premiere of Off the Cuff. And even better, it's a Halloween show! That's the spirit. Oh yeah, we're back. Yep, Season 8 is here, and I promise you, it's going to be more fun and more delicious than ever. Oh yeah, you're not going to believe some of the treats I have lined up to come out this year. You are going to love all the sugar-free and low-carb goodness. I promise you that. And, well, the timing is just perfect because I love Halloween, and it's a Halloween show. So today's treat, well, it's going to be something garlic. What am I doing with garlic? It's going to be apples, yes, but not just apples. Sugar-free candy and caramel apples. Yep, when I was a kid, these were the bomb. Yeah, if you went to a party, if you went to a circus, if you went to a fair, there was always caramel and candy apples. And my mom, she didn't make the caramel ones, but she did make candy apples at home. And I remember them sitting there, up there on the counter, and I was just staring at them, just waiting. And my mother would be like, nah, they gotta harden, they gotta harden, they gotta harden. Glad I waited. They were always delicious. And you know what? They're not bad for you because, yes, you have the candy coating. Mine's going to be sugar-free. But under that, you have a nice apple with pectin and fiber. I mean, come on. You know what they say about apples. This is going to be awesome. So let's get Season 8 underway with the Halloween episode. Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Oh, Halloween is so much fun. There's candies, there's sweets, there's ghosts, there's goblins.
What about vampires?
Vampires, yes. Oh, you must be my new neighbor.
Yes, I am.
I see you got my card.
Yes, your card. An invitation. How convenient.
Oh, it's nothing.
It was downright neighborly of you. I feel like I could come and visit any time, day or night.
Yeah, well, you know, I wanted to officially be the first person to welcome you into the building, but you know what? You just missed dinner.
Oh, how sad.
It was a good one. We had blood sausage.
My favorite.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't even ask your name.
My name?
Yeah.
You can call me Vlad.
Vladimir. Like Vlad the Impaler.
Well, we'll see how it goes, huh?
You know what? We can do brunch. Do you like Bloody Marys?
That's the only way I like them. Sadly, I cannot go out so much during the daytime, but I do let myself have an occasional midnight sock. Snack.
Ah, yeah, so you're a night owl, huh?
Yes, I am a creature of the night. Still got it.
Oh. Well, you know what? We can see a midnight movie.
I don't know if we share the same taste in movies.
Well, what's some of your favorite movies?
The usual fare. Bloody Sunday, Blood Simple, Blood Alley, There Will Be Blood. And Bridesmaids.
How did Bridesmaids get in there?
Melissa McCarthy makes me howl. Francis, that's enough out of you, my pet.
Well, we can see a superhero movie.
I share a special kinship with Batman.
Oh, I like Blade.
Blade, bite your tongue. Or better yet, allow me.
Well, I also like Wonder Woman. She's my kind of girl, sort of. I mean, do you have a type?
Yes, AB negative.
AB negative. Oh, that's good. Do you have any hobbies?
I'm an amateur phlebotomist.
That's really interesting.
Yes, why don't we turn the lights down? It's very bright.
Oh, no. I need them on to do my cooking show.
What? What are you cooking?
Oh, I'm making sugar-free candy apples and caramel apples. Garlic?
I hate garlic.
Oh, I'm beginning to love it.
Oh, you put that in candy apples?
Actually, from now on, I'm going to put it in everything.
Oh, how unfortunate that you would treat a friend like this.
Hey, I stick my neck out for my friends. Figure of speech. Figure of speech.
You forget I have this invitation to visit you, day or night.
Even when I'm sleeping?
I do my best work after midnight.
I don't think so, Vlad.
What? Are you going to sleep on garlic sheets?
No. They have those?
Sooner or later I will feast, and not on candy apples.
That's not going to happen, Vlad. I don't think you read the small print.
What?
Go ahead, read it.
Dear spooky neighbor. Oh, that's clever. This is a limited one-time offer. You tricked me.
There's more. There's more.
Here are the ingredients.
Suck on that. Yes, now for the ingredients, using my vampire voice. Okay, enough of that. First up, the sugar-free candy apple. You need 1.5 cups of granulated allulose, 1/3 of a cup of water, 1/4 teaspoon each of red food coloring, and cream of tartar. You need 2 Granny Smith apples, the size of your choice, and of course 2 popsicle sticks. Now for the caramel apples, you need 9 ounces of sugar-free soft caramels, 1 to 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, a pinch of salt, optional, a drop of vanilla, optional, 1/4 cup of salted peanuts, 2 Granny Smith apples, and of course 2 popsicle sticks. Okay, I bet you didn't know, but maybe you did, that apples are coated with a light coating of edible wax. Now they're coated like this so they preserve better, I guess they look shinier, but you really have to remove it before we put our caramel and candy coating on it or it just won't stick. How do you do that? Funny you should ask. I'm about to show you. Okay, we have some boiling water. I put about 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in here. Now we take our apple, 5 to 10 seconds, we're not cooking it. So let's count to 5, well to 10. 1, 2, 10 seconds. Okay, after 10 seconds, we take it out. Now we rinse it here. Now once we take it out of here, we take a brush and we're going to make sure we get all that wax off it. This is one of the best ways to do it, with a brush. And once we scrub it really tight, we put it back into the water. And once it's rinsed off, into a dry towel. These have to be very dry, so make sure the towel makes it absolutely spotlessly dry. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, all right, that's about 10 seconds, right? Yeah. These will be the candy. These will be the caramel. They may get mixed up. It doesn't really matter. All right, we want to set this to medium heat. That would be 5, I would suppose. We put in our 1 1/2 cup of granulated allulose. And we put in our 1/3 of a cup of water and our cream of tartar. The cream of tartar is going to actually help it not be so super sticky. And now at medium heat, we're just going to keep on going until this gets firmly absorbed. And we can stir it to help it along. Now we're going to keep this on medium heat the whole time. And we're going to keep that all the way up to the hard crack stage. And the reason is it's actually better and more conducive to making successful candy apples, especially using allulose. So what we're looking for here is the hard crack stage, which is basically at 300 degrees. So I'm going to already put this in so we can keep track of this as it goes. I'm going to look at it now. Excuse my head. It's moving up a little bit. It's just starting actually. So as far as stirring goes, that's cool. But once it starts to boil, stop, or else you're going to interfere in the crystallization. Okay, we're progressing nicely. We're now up to 120 degrees. And I see bubbles forming in here. Okay, it's approaching 180 degrees. We're getting close to the boiling point. Once it starts boiling, you, as I said, you don't stir it anymore. And we put in our red food coloring. The only thing is, once I put the food coloring in, it is going to cool this just a little bit. But we're about ready for that, so here we go. Okay, the food coloring is in. We're moving along here. Right now we're at about 235 degrees. We're 65 degrees away from the hard crack stage, and things are looking good. Okay, we just hit 75 degrees. That's the soft crack stage. Next up, 295, 300. We turn off the heat, we take out the thermometer, and we dip our apples. This whole process, I mean, I haven't shown you all of it, took about a half hour, to tell you the truth. Okay, we are at the hard crack stage. Take this out. And now we take our apples, we tilt. Now, I don't have to tell you, be extremely careful. This is extremely, extremely hot. And if you've ever had hot syrup poured on you, you know that it's not pleasant. Okay, here comes our other apple. Very dark red. The darkness is probably because it's allulose. Okie dokie, our candy apples are setting. And now it's time for one of my favorite parts of the show. Coating fruit in sugar goes all the way back to the Middle East in 1000 AD. Sugar was quite the commodity, and they preserved fruits in sugar all the time. However, there was no record of them using apples. Yet. Candy apples trace their origin back to London, England in the 1890s, where they were known as English toffee apples. Oh, how fancy. Yeah. Basically, that was achieved, the toffee that is, by heating the sugar to the hard crack stage. I'm doing the same thing. They are a common treat at fall festivals in Western culture in the Northern Hemisphere, such as Halloween and Guy Fawkes Night. Why? Because those festivals fall in the wake of the annual apple harvests. As for the candy apples, their most common coating is sugar, either white or brown, corn syrup, water, cinnamon, and red food coloring. The candy apple was discovered by accident by candy maker William Kolb in 1908. He was looking for a way to display his bright red cinnamon candy during the Christmas season. So he took apples, put them on a stick, and he displayed the brightly colored apples in his window of his shop. But to Kolb's surprise, the apples actually sold. He sold his whole display at 5 cents a piece, but they didn't sell as Christmas trees. They sold because they were brightly colored and they were tasty. Well, it didn't take long for the apples to catch on, and pretty soon he was selling thousands per year. Yep, Kolb was now selling thousands and thousands per year, and they were all over the place. I mean, you can find them on the Jersey Shore, at circuses, and in candy shops all across the United States. They are most popular in the Western and Northern Hemisphere in the fall, as we said before, because it coincides with the apple harvest. But also, you see, the candy apples need that hard shell, and it doesn't form as well if the weather is hot and humid. From China to Ireland, from Brazil to Germany, candy apples are eaten during celebrations during holidays that range from Halloween all the way to Christmas. By the 1920s and 30s, candy apples continued to rise in popularity. They were regularly seen at street fairs and carnivals in the United States and also in Europe. Now, here are some candy apple traditions. In Australia, the Granny Smith apple is the most preferred apple to make candy apples. That's my favorite too. In mainland China, the Tang Hulu is their version. Traditionally, they coat small fruits in sugar, mainly hawthorns, and street vendors in China, they sell them on bicycles. In France, they're called pommes d'amour. That means love apples. And they're very popular at festivals. Oh, I bet they are. In Germany, they're very popular at Christmas times, and they're sometimes found at fairs and carnivals. In Israel, they're sold in city squares on the eve of Yom HaHatzmaut to celebrate their independence. In Japan, toffee apples, grapes, strawberries, and tangerines are available at festivals. In South Africa, they're available in supermarkets, especially during apple season. Now some information on caramel apples. The caramel apple was invented in the 1950s by Dan Walker, who was a sales rep for Kraft Foods. After Halloween, he had some leftover caramels, so he melted them down and he dipped apples in them. And voila! Kraft began printing the recipe on the back of their caramels in the mid-1950s, and well, the treat spread in popularity quickly all across the United States. Caramel apples quickly became popular at school fundraisers, carnivals, and Halloween events. In 1969, Vito Raimondi and his uncle William invented the first caramel apple machine. We have some footage. And now it's time for some candy apple trivia. October 31st is National Candy Apple and Caramel Apple Day. Told ya. Not only are candy apples sweet and delicious, but they inspired a color that is now synonymous with fast cars and flirtatious living. Since the 1950s, people have been painting their fingernails, their guitars, their motorcycle helmets, and their race cars candy apple red. Hey, remember Starsky and Hutch? Oh, yeah. Candy apples are actually banned in some schools and hospitals because they're considered the dental hazard. Yeah, I get that. In Agatha Christie's 1969 novel Halloween Party, a poison candy apple is actually the murder weapon. Mine will be fine though, totally. Have one. And finally, candy apples are considered healthy. Somewhat. The average calories in a candy apple will range from 215 to 286 calories, and the average fat from 0 to 3 grams. Now, as far as the carbs, that totally depends on what you make the sugar coating out of. Mine's going to be zero. And you're eating an apple, which of course keeps the doctors away. And that's Food Facts. Okay, so it's time to make our caramel apples, and I'm not going to lie. This is my third attempt. I tried it with the full chalk zero caramel. I mixed it with some butter. It wouldn't stick to the apple. I tried it without the butter. It wouldn't stick to the apple. So I researched it. I have half real Kraft caramels and half Croc Zero and water. And this better work, or I'm going back into stand-up comedy. So add a tablespoon of water. Now we're going to put it in the microwave. Okay, into the microwave. And we're going to do it on 30-second increments at 50% power for about 2 minutes. So set the time to 2 minutes and the power level to 50% and start. And here we go, the first 30 seconds. Okay. Let's hope this works out better. If not, well, okay, so hasn't really started melting yet, but I'm just mixing it a little bit in the bottom. Here we go again for the next 30 seconds. And go. I'm seriously getting deja vu here. It's been a minute total now. And it looks like it's starting to get a little gooey. Not a lot gooey, but a little. There we go. Another 30 seconds. I think I'm going to do this at level 6, 60%. So time cook 1 minute at level 6. Okay, let's see if this does anything else. Okay. Yes, I see some progress. It's starting to get really gooey. Can you see that? Here we are. Another 30 seconds is called for. Probably going to go 3 minutes though, I think. That's my instinct. Yeah. Yep. I would say another 30 seconds should do us fine. Okay. I think I want to taste this. Great. But now I have to wash it. All right, so it should be done now. Now the instructions say to let it sit for about 2 or 3 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. There we go. Oh my. Look at that. That looks so decadent. Look at that. Let's let that. Okay. I actually broke the stick. It's so thick, the stick broke. Thank goodness I had a spare one. It is thick. Wow. I'm actually painting this a little bit because it's so thick. I think this needed more water, but you know what? At least this time it's sticking to the apple. Last time the apple just spun like it was a tire in mud. This one's working out. Okay. All right. Now let's roll it in some peanuts. They're not pretty. Nothing I ever make is pretty, but it'll do. And we'll put them down. Okay. Now, we let them sit and we let them set.
Candy apples, candy apples. Sweet and sour, love unravels. Take a bite, lose the battle. Candy apples, candy apples.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Somebody's excited. And I am too. This is great. This is great. Look at this. I made a low-carb, sugar-free candy apple and, let's just say, a reduced carb and sugar caramel apple. This was a lot of fun. It really was. I want to read the macros on these if they stay on the plate. Okay, now for the classic caramel apple, I mean, just if you went to a carnival or something, 360 calories, 60 net carbs. Yeah. Mine, well, a little bit different. 310 calories, so that's close, but 23 net carbs. I cut that in half. Actually, more than half. Now for the candy apple, the regular one's 240 calories and 64 grams of carbs. That's net carbs. Mine here, 97 calories and 22 net carbs, pretty much just for the apple. I cannot wait. I gotta try the candy apple first. I just have to. All right. Oh, look at this baby. Look at it. Here we go. It's so good. It crunches. It crunched. The coating is snappy. It's sweet. It's tasty. Oh man, I love Granny Smith. So you have the sweetness of the coating, and you have the tartness of the Granny Smith. That is absolutely perfect. One more. Wow, wow. What a treat. And it has a little hat too. All right. Oh, and now the caramel apple, which is stuck to the plate. There we go. This is huge. It really is. Now, like I said, when I tried just using the Chuck Zero, it didn't really work. None of this would stick. Tried it 2 different ways. Used 2 boxes of the Chuck Zero. Got the third one, mixed it with the Kraft, and voila. Here we go. Let's see how this tastes. It's nutty because of the nuts. Sweet, and the apple tastes so good and sour. Wow. This is a powerhouse. It's really chewy. This could take a while before I can talk again. Not done yet. Done. That was some chewy, gooey fun, and boy, is it tasty. Wow. These are both really satisfying and delicious and perfect for a treat and perfect for Halloween. I am so glad to be back. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, we're back here again in another 2 weeks with another episode and another recipe. Until then, be well, eat good.